Hello. Welcome to our November co-director video update. So I am Carolyn. I've got Jessie here with me today, and Rachel Senechal and Michelle Singer. And this is going to be our last video update for now. We're taking December off, and then starting in the new calendar year, we're going to figure out exactly how we want to do these updates. So there'll still be updates coming out, but they may be in a different format, or they may have a change in frequency, and we'll make sure to let everybody know as we think through that. So first of all, I want to introduce Michelle Singer. Michelle's going to talk about adult programs.
Hey. So I'm the coordinator for adult programs at the library. And first of all, you probably know, maybe you don't, that programs are almost completely on Zoom right now. The Hayes Room, where I would have welcomed you to a program in the past, is now quarantining books that need to quarantine until they go back out into circulation. So we're grateful to have that room for that, but that means that we're not having programs, not to mention the fact that we're not having gatherings of people, over 10 in the library. So we're doing Zoom programs, and they're going really well. People can access them that maybe couldn't make it into the library. They're coming from all over the United States sometimes. We had somebody from Japan in one of them. So it's an interesting change for us. And so I'm going to share the best way to learn about our programs is to go to the adult programs page on the Kellogg-Hubbard Library website, and that's what I'm sharing right now. That will give you all the information about the upcoming programs, but it also is where you're going to need to sign up. It's a Zoom registration, and so there will be a link under the program that will tell you sign up for it here. So the good thing about the site is that not only is it upcoming programs, it's also the past programs that we've had that we've recorded on Zoom that you can access on this page. So you can see Venerable Amy Miller, who spoke and did a meditation last month, and you can see the hunting, fishing, and something panel that was last month. Presenters that showed us how to gut a fish from the Vermont Fish and Wildlife. So you can see that, the homeschooling panel, that's all here. You can also see Toussaint St. Negritude's poetry reading. He came into the library and did a poetry reading for us, and that's here. So here's your upcoming programs. We're still doing reading bingo. So you can pick up a bingo card, or you can come to the website, download the page, and fill out your reading, what you're reading, a book for every square. Bring your bingo card back into the library by November 20th, and we will have a random drawing for prizes. So next week, we have 3 programs coming up. On Tuesday, we have this Indie Lens pop-up film. It's Jonathan Scott. He's from the Property Brothers show. He's doing a film about solar power. So this is the kind of thing you'll sign up, you'll just show up to the film, and we'll be watching all over the nation. And that's Tuesday at 7. On Wednesday, we have How the US Police Got Militarized, a global story. So this is part of the League of Women Voters Policing to Public Safety lecture series. Every year we do a lecture series with the League of Women Voters, and this is their first for this year. And Professor Amit Prakash is visiting professor at Middlebury College, and he'll be speaking about how the military got how the police got so militarized in the US. And so that's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Again, it's Zoom. So you would come to this page and you would sign up through Zoom on this page. On Friday, we are also doing a series with Bear Pond Books, their author series. So we will be hosting authors throughout the next few months. And the next one is Sarah Stewart Taylor. She's going to be talking about her mystery novel, The Mountains Wild. And she'll be joined by Micaiah Bay Galt, who's the author of Goodnight Stranger. And they'll be having a conversation about Sarah's new book and about mystery novels in general. So that's all next week, and that's on Friday at 7 p.m. So going a little later in November, we have a Happy Cafe with Dawn Holtz. She's the director of the Milarepa Center, a Buddhist center, and she's going to be giving this talk about something called Happy Cafe, which is a group of people who talk about 10 keys to happier living. It's a well-being program, and she'll be doing that on November 19th at 6:30. And then you can see on the website here is where we go into the past programs, and you can see the videos of those. And moving forward from there, The League of Women Voters will continue their lecture series into January, February, and March. So will the Bear Pond Book Series. Of course, there's always First Wednesdays. We always have their program at the library. It's online, firstwednesdays.org. They're going to have a talk every month, every first Wednesday. The one in December is the United States and the World in 2021. So it's going to be talking about national security. The one in January is Reinventing the Family Home. And the one in February is an Abenaki program. So these programs are available. It's on the website. Those will go through May. So we'll have those every first Wednesday, also a Zoom program.
And if anybody wants one of those print booklets to take home and see all of the slate of First Wednesdays, those are available in the library and you can stop in and pick one up, or we could bring one out to the curbside table.
Yeah, easily.
Yep. So, all right. Well, so thank you, Michelle. And Jessie, you wanted to talk about an exciting elevator update and some fundraising?
I do. Well, I'm going to let Rachel mostly talk about fundraising, but I'll talk about a little bit about our finances also. So the very exciting thing happening at the library, amongst many other fun things always happening at the library today, is our elevator. We should be in our last day of the elevator work. So it's been a long haul. This has been years in the making. We were about, well, getting close to 45 years on this elevator that was slated for 40. So we had to get through the fundraising, and we're incredibly grateful to our donor base that supported Give the Library a Lift to allow us to make that happen. We are now at our going into our 7th week, I think, of the elevator project at this point. We are on the home stretch. They were working late last night. They're there now. So we're hoping today is the final day, and then we get the inspector in, and then we have an elevator to use again, which our librarians will be very grateful for, because they have been lugging books in milk crates instead of being able to use book carts this whole time. So it's very exciting, and it looks great. I will be posting before and after photos to our Instagram page once it's completely done. So stay tuned if you're curious to see what it looks like after, and if you need help remembering what it looked like before, you'll be able to contrast those two things. So that's really exciting. The other thing I just wanted to touch on quickly is just our financial situation. So we are, fully at 1 quarter into our fiscal year. Of course, this is a year marked with a lot of uncertainty. We performed really well in our first quarter of the fiscal year. That was due in part to one unexpected gift and a grant that we were able to get toward helping with COVID income losses. So because of those things, we met our income goals for the first quarter. We're now in, we've been very, very careful about our spending through the entire pandemic, just to make sure that we can, adjust as we need to throughout. So we're in good shape financially, but the really important key for us will be trying to meet our target fundraising goals. So we have a fall appeal currently running, and then we've got some exciting things coming up for fundraising that I will let Rachel talk about. So I'm always happy to answer any questions that anyone has about the library's finances. But overall, we've weathered the pandemic fairly well so far. So that's great news. So Rachel.
We do have some exciting activities and fundraising happening. So this year's Evening at the Library, since we can't meet together at the library, will be a virtual event. It will be on Zoom, and it's with Garrett Graff, who is a wonderful author, journalist, historian, and he grew up in Montpelier and currently lives in South Burlington. But his most recent book, which was a #1 national bestseller, was The Only Plane in the Sky, an Oral History of 9/11. He has multiple books. He also taught at Georgetown University for 7 years, courses on journalism and technology. He's the chair of the National Conference on Citizenship, and he also serves on the Vermont Public Radio Board and Burlington Housing Authority Board. And so he's top notch. I mean, he is a great author, and we're really looking forward to having him come be our guest speaker on on December 5th, Saturday, December 5th at 6:30. We'll also have music by the Zeichner Trio, and there are three siblings that live in Northfield, and they play Irish music and Appalachian music. And the event is hosted by Amy Cunningham, who is our board president. And to buy tickets, you can go to our website, and there is where you can click on Evening to Support the Library, and it'll bring you to a page where you can read a whole lot more about Garrett Graff and the Zeichner Trio. And the tickets are $50 a piece. We really hope that each person will buy a ticket in the household. And the entire ticket cost is a total donation. In the past, only part of the ticket was a donation because we had expenses, the food and the wine. But this year, the entire ticket is a donation to the library. So we please help support the library in that way. And we always have a silent auction with the Evening at the Library. And this year it will be online, and it will go live on Bidding Owl November 18th through the event on December 5th. And that link will also be on our website. And we have lots of art and other delightful things, including some experiences like going fishing with Steve Gold, which has been a popular item for several years, horseback riding with Sarah Seidman, horse instruction, which also has been exciting. And both Jessie and I have been the top bidders for that particular item. And we have other things as well. I want to mention with the fall appeal letter, we do have a match. We have a donor who is giving us $5,000 if we triple the amount of monthly donors. And we're getting close on that. So anybody who is thinking about giving a donation and is in the position that they could give monthly, then we're encouraging that so that we can reach our goal to receive $5,000. And I think at this time, I'd just like to announce that I'm leaving the library. On my last day is December 31st. And we are looking, the library is looking for a development coordinator. And if you're interested in the position, go to our website and scroll down to employment, and it will give you the job description and also more information and a link to apply for the job. So it's a great job. And working for the library, who does not want to work for the library?
I will say too that I'd like to thank Rachel. Rachel's retiring and has worked at the library. Has it been 16 years now, Rachel?
December 31st will be 16 3/4 years.
And Rachel has given a lot of heart and soul to both adult programming and to development over the years, and will be very missed by all of us. So thank you, Rachel, for all that you've done for the library. I'll miss you. We've had a fun time working together.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's just been great. And the thing is, I'm still a library patron. I'll still be coming in. So I will still see you all.
And so many of our successful and ongoing programs and initiatives either started with you or you were a major contributor. So at Poem City and the Story Walk program with Ann Ferguson, and Evening at the Library, and before that the Century Ride and the Spelling Bee, and so many things that were just so well known at the library are owed in part or entirely to your good stewardship and initiative. So
it's just really wonderful for me to have Michelle take over Poem City and adult programming. It just was a very comfortable transition, and I'm just thrilled about the way Michelle is organizing programs. And I'll be looking forward to see what the new development coordinator does, because each person brings something new and wonderful to the job. So stay tuned.
It's hard to imagine the library without you, especially for me. I feel like I've been able to work with you closely for the last couple of years and really just kind of learn from you, and I so appreciate that.
I'm still around.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I know I'll be calling.
All right. I want to put in one brief plug for mask wearing in the building. And we have had, everybody is doing an amazing job with mask wearing in the building. So I should preface it with that. It's been wonderful. We did put up some new signs this week, just reminding people that I've got my mask right here. So like, you know, masks are like this, and they're not like this, and they're not like this. So, you know, we had a little bit of that, but it's been really, really good. And we really appreciate everybody helping to keep all of us that are in the building for 8 hours a day as safe as possible, especially as we start to move into cold weather. So unless anybody has anything else, I think that's all we've got for today. So thank you all. And, you know, we'll be back in some format in 2021. Be well.
Bye.